fab filter, but you can't really cut frequencies because the whole point is not to cut frequencies with this thing. You can use fab filter for that. If you want to add frequencies, but you want to add frequencies in a analog way. I hate it when companies say that. Add real analog EQ. It's like, dude, it's digital clearly, but this thing to my ears sounds super duper analog. Like you can't really get more analog than this to me, like to my ears. It's like if I want, like, you know when you want, like, when something sounds too shrill and too like thin, and you want a little bit more like body, you want a bit more like of that thick, warm analog sound. This thing does that. Like it like with one move, like it just literally, like, you just gotta like whoosh, add a little bit like that, and boom, analog. It's crazy. It's super dope, and it's mid-side. You can use different algorithms of what kind of saturation you're adding. It's amazing. So say thank you. Just letting you know. My go-to reverb plugin. The one that I'm using now is called Silver, but I don't really use that on FL Studio. Wait, no, sorry, I do actually. Never mind. Here, this guy. This reverb right here is legit the best. Excuse me. Legit the best reverb in the box that you can get right now. Like, I could explain to you why, but you can also just believe me, because Brian doesn't lie to you. You know, this is the best. Like, I've been on a reverb hunt. Like, I've gone all my bow and arrows and my baits and my traps together, and I went to go hunt for the best reverb, and once I found this one, I stopped hunting. So I hope that makes sense, because it's true. Like, there's something about reverbs in the box, like, you know, digital reverbs, that have a kind of a metallic sound when the tail goes down. This one doesn't have that. Like, I've used real reverbs. I've used the 480, the 224. I've used the EMT 250. I've used chamber reverbs. I've used the PCMs from Lexicon. I've used the Neve, the RTX 16. Like, I can keep going, guys. This thing, I've used the freaking Bricasti, like, religiously. This thing does it, okay? I don't know how they did it, but from what I do know, they use impulse responses, which is they pretty much capture what the reverb would have done in real life. So it's hard, like, impulse responses is hard to explain if you don't really understand how reverbs work. But it's like, right now, as of right now, it's the most accurate way to emulate a reverb. And yeah, so if you want to know about a really, really good reverb, Silver by Acoustica Audio is the one. And man, Acoustica Audio is one of the best. They also have the EMT 250 in here. Like, if you're an engineer nerd, like you see this and you know immediately what it is. They have also the Neve one, which sounds super crazy. Like, they have the Neve one has a reverse reverb, which sounds freaking nuts. Yeah, I can keep going. This thing is la best. So are you using a specific volume version? Yeah, I bought almost all of the volumes. So, like, I bought volume A, definitely, which has, like, all the, you know, club and church reverbs in it. I bought I forgot, like, the actual volume name, but I bought the 251. I bought this one, and the 480, which is the Lexicon. And they're all pretty dope. So that's definitely a very good reverb to have. If you're not trying to spend any money right now, but you still want a super super good reverb. Seventh Heaven, this one is super super cheap, and I've actually tested it like right up against the real Bricasti on the same setting, same pre-delay, same decay time, blah 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 blah, and I had a very hard time telling the difference between the real Bricasti and this plugin. Mind you, the Bricasti is a $4,000 reverb, and you only have one. You know what I mean? It's like you rack it in, you put it in the rack, and that's it. So, I'm telling you, I have trained ears. I've been doing this for quite some time. I had a very hard, like, not even hard. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna say that. I could not tell the difference. Like, I could not bet money on, like, okay, yeah, that's a Bricasti, hands down, sounds way better. Like, to me, it was like, I don't know. Like, they kind of sound exactly the same. So, if you want a $4,000 reverb in the box, this is the one. If you're, but mind you though, it's a very natural sounding reverb. It's not a spicy reverb, as I like to call it. Like, spicy reverbs are those reverbs that like you hear on Tory Lanez or like Billie Eilish, like reverbs that have a real like character and depth to them. If that's what you're after, use this guy. This one is it's a legend. Like, it may even look familiar to some of you guys because you may have seen it in actual studios. Because then that's obviously for a reason as well, because it's just one of those reverbs that have, prevailed the test of time. You know what I mean? So this one is very lush. This is that kind of like that Tory Lanez type of reverb. It's very like bright and shimmery and long and beautiful, if that makes sense. And my last go-to reverb would be this guy. Where is it at? This one. It's very annoying because it has to like load for quite some time. Like, whenever you change the preset and this thing is like lighting, the audio technician walks in, which is why the door is open. That's how they explain it in the manual. And while he's in, he's doing some stuff with the cables. And see, now he closes the door, so now the engineer is gone, and now this stopped loading, so now it's loaded. The reason why it takes so long is because they really, really went in and did a lot of like emulations, algorithms, whatever it is that they did. And this reverb just has soul. Like, man, like, it just, as soon as you put this thing on, it's selective though. It's like, it's really not gonna work on everything, but bro, when it works, there's honestly nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. Like, this is definitely my go-to for guitars or melodies that just need that really deep, that reverb that gives you kind of like goosebumps, and you're like, ooh, like, that sounds pretty, like, it's a great reverb. It's amazing. Other than that, man, honestly, any reverb will do. Like, I feel like a lot of people are still kind of on the hunt for, what's the best this, what's the best that. At this point, like where we're at right now with technology, we have, we have a lot of good tools to our, at our disposal, and they're all, priced very, very well too, like, if you want a freaking Pultec, by the way, like, I tested a real Pultec versus this one and the Acoustica Audio one. Like, there's more, and I've tried them too, but they just don't do the thing for me. These two do the thing for me. I know, I said do. Funny, right? These do the thing. They do. Low end wise, this one is a bit clearer. This one is a bit more oomphy. I don't know if that I hope that makes sense. The brightness though, like the high end on this one sounds much more electric, like way more like like, it's hard to explain, like way more Pultec-y, way more in your face than this one. This one sounds a bit like whatever to me, honestly. I've used Pultecs religiously. I love Pultecs, and this one, bro, like, it kind of does the thing. It's just, be careful with how hard you push it, because it does lose a little bit of definition as you push into it. But man, other than that, Pultex, like you can't really go wrong with Pultex. Like they kind of, yep, I tried the Rolltech as well, and not a fan. Honestly, not a fan. It's a little bit of definition. And make sure you guys tune in tonight as well. My album is dropping at midnight tonight, so Eastern time zone. So I hope that you guys can spare some time and go in and listen to it, because it's special to me, So, oh my bad. Did I miss your question? Did I use sidechain on this beat? No, I did not. So the way that I sidechain in FL is I actually draw in the sidechain myself. So as you can see here, this is a volume automation. This is a volume automation for the 808, and this is whenever the kick hits, it kind of ducks the 808 to 0 and slowly brings it back up until the kick is done, and it does that for whenever the kick is hitting. So the reason why I do this instead of using a compressor is because gain, like, if you just use gain like this, it doesn't add any artifacts. A compressor will add phase, distortion, harmonics, whatever it is, and you kind of don't want that on your 808. Like on your 80, like on a real 808, like you kind of want to leave it alone as much as you can, which always is kind of a we always get these plugins, right? Like I'm sure people can relate. Like you buy a new plugin, you're like, let's use this plugin on everything, and it didn't really go as planned. And that's because plugins are tools, and I feel like I kind of explain this a lot, but sometimes you need to hear it a couple times before it really registers. But look, you have to treat plugins and gear as tools. That's what they are. They are tools. They are tools to help you get to where you want to get to. And I always use the analogy of a drill. If you buy a drill that is built for metal and wood, right? It may be the best drill in the world for metal and wood, but the problem is, as soon as you need to drill something that's concrete, it's not gonna do well on concrete, even though it's like a $600 drill that's the best drill in the world for wood and metal. It's not gonna do well on concrete because it's not a concrete drill, right? So an EQ may be the best EQ for this, but it may not work that well on that, if that makes sense, right? So you need to know when to use the tool, why you want to use the tool, and you have to also be aware of how these tools affect your signal, because I've had times where I'm like, oh, I like what it does to the high end, but I don't like what it's doing to the low end. And that's kind of when you get to this dilemma where it's like, is it really worth it? Do I miss it when I bypass the plugin? That's kind of what you want to be looking for, because if you just use a plugin with the preset that homie told you on YouTube, you're really like doing yourself a disservice. You're not learning anything. You are just copying what other people are doing, and now you're also not aware of what it, like, let's say you do that and it works, right? Because I'm sure that's going to happen at some point too, right? You're going to use a certain plugin and you're going to use the same preset that you've seen homie use on YouTube, and it works, and it's beautiful, it's amazing. The problem is you don't know what happened in order to get to that point. You don't know what the plugin was doing to get you there. So you need to learn it. It's tough, but man, I used to wake up every single day. I'm talking every single day, and go on YouTube and just watch videos of people talking about gear. And as soon as I did not know what they were talking about, I will Google that word and would research it until I understand. I remember I was learning about phase. I was learning about expanders and compression and transient designers and LUFS and like just all these damn terms. And I'm like, man, like what is, like, what are all these things? Because like these guys are talking about it so confidently and they know exactly what they're talking about. And respectfully, like their stuff that they were playing was not that, to me was not that fire, like a lot of these YouTube guys are like rock and like not the same genres that we work on as producers. So it gets tough, and you sometimes feel like, oh well, I don't need to know about this. This guy's doing rock music. Why do I need to know about it? Not true, my guy. I've probably learned more from those rock guys than I've learned from any hip hop producer, because hip hop in itself and like trap and rap music is really not that intricate. Like once you get to this point of understanding everything, it's really not that intricate. So, you know, just just letting you know, you really need to know what it is that you're using, and yeah. How do I use outboard when it comes to latency? What's funny? Like I hear so many people talking about like latency. I'm like, I don't really notice latency. The only time where I worry about latency is when I do tracking, and I just use the Apollo, which is like zero latency, so well next to zero. So I don't really notice like much latency when I'm using outboard gear. I do notice latency when I bus every like individual channels to that's why I'm only using 1 and 2, because if I use multiple channels, then too secretive, my guy. I'm sharing all the sauce, I have no secrets whatsoever. you know there's no secrets to this stuff at all. Doesn't exist. Like, all the information is out there right now, all of it. It's out there. It's more about, are you willing to go and learn it, and are you willing to study it, write it down, look deeper. That's really what matters here. Look, I could play this beat, but like, you guys already heard the beat, so I'm just gonna run something else, because I feel like that's what you guys want to hear, something else. Let me not save it, because that would not imagine like some porn website just popped up. That would have been hilarious. Hold on, give me 1 second. I have to change the clock speed to 44.1, and then I can play something else. Alrighty, so you guys tell me, what do you want to hear? Like, what do you want? What do you guys want from me? What do you guys? Oh, you want to see my wallpaper? It's kind of pretty, isn't it? I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but I remember I seen it and I liked it. I have no clue what it is. Do I overclock my CPU? No need. No need to overclock the CPU. Alright, cool. Let me just play some stuff. I'm scared, because if I play something that I'm not supposed to play, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Just trying to be careful. But alright, here, this is a pretty cool one. So here we go. I'll mute myself real quick. Channel, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna run a different one. How's everything sounding though? Like, real talk, if is something clipping? Is it, I'm trying to make sure everything's sounding good. Feel like you're on shroom. It's funny because this beat is called Fungi. Because I am a fun guy. You know? Yeah. Alright, let me run this next joint. Here we go. Lego. Cryptic did that melody. Cryptic, he a genius. Genius. Yo. Man, if you're not feeling this, come on. I'm gonna run a different one. How's everything sounding though? Like, real talk, if is something clipping? Is it, I'm trying to make sure everything's sounding good. Feel like you're on shroom. It's funny because this beat is called Fungi. Because I am a fun guy. You know? Yeah. Alright, let me run this next joint. Here we go. Lego. Cryptic did that melody. Cryptic, he a genius. Yo. Man, if you're not feeling this, come on. Let's get it. Alright, I'm gonna run this one real quick, cause like it's just so freaking nasty. It's so nasty. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah. Not liking this, you're capping. Just log off. I get so hyped when I listen to my own shit sometimes. Not to toot my own horn, but I love that beat so much. It's like, bro, like I don't rap, and I want to start rapping when I hear this stuff. Be rude or toot my own horn, but felt like it was right. It was only right. Yeah. I'm coming for you guys. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. This is me and the homie 2 a.m. You're yo. I made a beat that reminded me of like, I mean, I know you guys see Mulan, right? So I know you guys see Mulan, and Mulan is one of those just those legendary movies. And just that moment when they were all going in for the fight, I thought that was just so like powerful, you know? Like they didn't even know she was a woman. And I wanted to make a beat that kind of represented that moment. So get ready for a stank face. I'm gonna run one last one, and then I'm just chill with you guys for a little bit. We can talk a little bit. This one, someone said they want to hear like an R&B joint. I'm gonna run a little R&B joint. I'm gonna run something for you guys. This is not R&B though. Someone's gotta twerk to this. Yes, sir. This is me and the homie Alchemist 6. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna run just like this little like some R&B stuff, and then we can just chill for a little bit, you know. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. Yo, bless up to everyone who's got headphones on right now, by the way. FYI. You. Alright, this is gonna be the last one, I promise. I promise this last one. I made this one on my birthday. On psychedelics. I call them portobellos because I don't want to say the word before I get banned or something. Yeah. Oopsie. I did a oopsie. My bad. Here you go. Let's run it back. May as well. Man, I just don't want to bore anybody with these beats. get into that though, I know, everyone likes Mexican food, but who likes salsa? Cause I got this one joint that's a bit on the salsa side of things, you know. Here we go. Ay caramba. Sí. Spicy. Hot sauce. This is my beat essay. I'm gonna run a joint with me. I'm sorry, but yo, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't know if 2 a.m. is tapped in here, but this tag, bro, it's just so fire. Listen to this, man. It was 2 a.m. I told that bitch don't call my phone. It's dropping tonight, midnight, EST, so that's Eastern Time Zone. One of my favorites.
Eastbound on the track.
I'm gonna keep going until you guys tell me to stop. Yeah. She creep to the swiper, no swiping. Come on. And alright, this is the last one, man, because after this, you boys gotta eat something. I've been working out. I need proteins. Did someone say steak? That's so that's it for today, I guess. I do want to say that I'm about to go crazy with the tutorials and the breakdowns and stuff. So make sure you follow my TikTok and my YouTube, which has nothing on there right now. I know. Hold on, I haven't even checked out my own YouTube. Watch this. But I'm gonna be posting on there very soon. Um, so yeah, there you go. I have almost 300 subscribers, and I didn't even do anything. Pretty impressive. So follow me on YouTube, and then follow me on TikTok and all that good stuff. And make sure you tap in tonight. Navigate is gonna be, let's just say 11, 59 p.m. EST. Okay, so whatever, like if you want to know your time zone of wherever you at, I see someone was in Finland, Denmark, I'm not sure, Holland. Just type in, this time on Thursday, Eastern time zone, and then just, see what that is for your time zone, and make sure you share. Wow, I sound like a YouTuber. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave the comments down below. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, seriously, go listen to it, because Navigate was something that I hold very dear, and I've been working on it for quite some time, and there's a lot more coming, and you guys would be supporting me through this journey, because I'm just doing this with no label, with nothing supporting me but me and myself. So support your boy, and we're gonna take this stuff to the moon, God willing. So love you guys, and I don't know how to do this live stuff very well, because I'm a very non-technical guy when it comes to the phones. Funny enough, when it comes to the to the gear, I know what I'm doing, but not my phone. So I'm gonna see if I can upload it some way, somehow, to Instagram, like if I can tap it in on Instagram. But yeah, man, so appreciate all you guys, love all you guys, and Navigate is dropping tonight. Tap in. All right.